Hello and welcome to the Zarin Loosely video blog. This is Joey Bertrand.
Hi there.
He was my roommate and my group mate for most of youth conference, and this is the creepy guy behind the camera. So if we start laughing in the middle of the filming, that's why. So as you know, this is mostly a way for me to tell funny stories about my life. It is generally stories that I don't determine important enough to create emails for. So the first story I've got is from this Thursday, because nothing happened this week. So I babysit this kid on Thursdays, and this particular Thursday I also promised the babies that I'd take them down to the park for a lightsaber fight on the playscape. So that afternoon I took 3 babies, this kid I babysit, and myself down to the park. And we're fighting, and the kid I oh, by the way, that noise behind us is a 104-card game of bologna sandwich.
No, it's over. Now it's a dare. You gotta stay in the...
Now they're just being annoying.
Now it's a dare.
So, anyway, we're fighting. At one point, the kid I'm babysitting gets out, and I'm like, okay, whatever, he'll just play on the playground. Eventually, he'll come back in.
He eventually gets a giant...
We finish, and he has picked his nose to shreds, and has this massive nosebleed.
I swear I almost got it.
So, I clean him up the best I can, just with leaves and stuff that I pull off trees. And then I take him home. Right as we're leaving the park, I get a call from my mom. Hey, Anna's staying home, and I've got to run Natalia to her dance lessons. And I'm like, perfect. So I call Anna, and I say, listen, Mom does not need to know about this, but Rasheed has a massive nosebleed. Rasheed's the kid I babysit, so bring tissues. So she meets us about halfway with a box of tissues. I clean them up a bit more. At this point, blood has congealed on his face. So, there's some stuff that's going to have to wait till we get home. So we get home, everyone is overheating, because they're running home in the summer. So I take them downstairs and turn on Spider-Man, which, because no one knows where Spider-Man is such a long and complicated process that I completely forget that this kid has blood on his face. And then I start... So then I just start working on my homework. They're watching their Spider-Man, and Mom comes home and says, Zarin, why does this kid have blood on his face? And I say, okay, and I go and clean that up. The next funny story is the story of Nathan Sutton's email.
It smells so good.
It's a prank.
Why is it red?
So, we're sitting in the Kirtland Temple. We had youth conference in Kirtland this week. And all of a sudden, my phone buzzes. I get out of the meeting. Turns out it's an email from Nathan Sutton that says, you are hot. Now, there are 4 things wrong with this. 1, it's from Nathan Sutton. I don't hate Nathan Sutton, and Nathan Sutton does not hate me, but we usually don't talk to each other. Number 2, it's an email. I do not know of any other 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds that use email. I believe I am the only one.
Hey, I had one at 11.
Love emails.
I had one at
11.
11.
It says you are hot. I do not know of any reason why Nathan Sutton would find me attractive.
Gay.
And number 4, it's in the middle of youth conference,
where there is no gays allowed.
So, turns out that one of my friends stole his iPod and sent that email, because apparently Nathan Sutton does have my email.
If you go like this,
So that's that story.
You just got joked
The final funny story that I have, though, unless Joey reminds me of one, is this morning we slept in a old college dorm.
Yep.
It was very dirty. Me and Joey roomed together, and we had the presence of mind to leave our window and our door open all evening while we were getting ready for bed and running around and stuff. But that didn't cool our room down that much. So the next morning, Joey wakes up at 6:50. We're supposed to wake up at 7. Joey wakes up at 6:50.
Okay, the reason why I wake up is that the door was open, and apparently the light from the outside that was for some reason on was shining in my face and woke me up.
Plus, the room is just sweltering because we did shut the door later. So then I wake up because I hear Elmo Cooks with Jimmy Fallon. Now, what you have to know is that I have apps locked individually on my phone. I don't lock my whole phone because some things I just want to be able to get to quickly. So Joey has taken my phone and has started watching YouTube on it because he's bored.
You are a
So a half an hour before I'm supposed to wake up, I wake up.
Okay, it's movie starting. Hurry up.
So me and Joey pack up, and we're like, okay, let's go prank this one friend down the hall. So we go brush our teeth, and we're gonna get our hands wet and just splash water in his face. Harmless little prank that would really annoy him. And we pass him in the hallway as we go to brush our teeth. So obviously that's not going to work. But we end up just meeting up in this downstairs lounge area, which is appropriately temperatured, and I feel like I should have just fallen asleep on the couch. And so we got to enjoy about an hour of playing there before we went to breakfast, which included ice cream. So that's about all the stories from this week. I'll see you next week.